Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will share with you a very challenging problem which is affecting many families, and this is the aspect of in-laws. In-laws are stressing many marriages. When you got yourself, when you walked down the aisle with your husband and the wife, during that day, probably you had a very, very wonderful wedding, and you thought that you are going to have only one person. You are going to walk and be enjoying even sunsets, just enjoying your life, even a honeymoon, and even after, you are going to have a wonderful life, you alone. Little did you know that even behind that facade of only your husband, of only your wife, there are many people who are behind you. There are relatives, there are fathers-in-law, mothers-in-law, brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, their aunties, and they are all going to be behind you. Then sometimes you come to wonder, when the preacher was preaching, he said, the Bible says, you are going to leave your father and your mother, and you are going to stick to your wife. In an ideal situation, it doesn't work. It's very difficult for you to separate yourself from extended family. So when you get married, especially a woman, she'll find that she is in a very difficult situation. She really wonders, was I married to the whole group? Was I married to everybody in the family? And then you find the main problem becomes also, if for example, she comes from a different culture, they may be having different values. They may be having different norms. The mores and the values are very different. The food where she comes from may be different. The decision making, probably where she comes from, the decision making may be different. But then in certain families, it may be probably the end of the family, or the oldest member of the family, or the decision are made as a family. Then there may also be personality crashes. There may also be crashes in terms of religion. And then all these become a problem. Now considering about the tension of the loyalty, whom is the wife going to become loyal? Is he going to become loyal to the father-in-law, to the mother-in-law, to the brothers-in-law, to the sisters-in-law, or even the husband also have a problem? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sometimes the husband finds that is caught up in catch-22. The mother comes in between. The mother is accusing your wife because already she has also lost the love which used to exist between you and her. And many times, if you are not very careful, the wife is going to be a loser. So now, what is going to happen? I am just going now to talk on some few things. You find that there are quite a number of differences. Own feelings, ways of showing love may be a problem, may be different. Resolving conflict may be a problem. Having values is different. Philosophy of life is different. The views on parenting may be different. The number of children which you should have, may be different. Now, what do you do? What you do, I'm now putting the practical solution to this problem. 1, choose some values from the parents and establish the new ones, but having discussed together with your wife. Discuss them. Discuss those issues with your husband. Secondly, you have to take initiative in building relationships. Husband and wife, you have to see how you can bring cohesion without compromising the independence of your family. And then you should also show acceptance and affirmation, have a positive attitude to the other family where you have been married to. Appreciate your parents-in-law, appreciate where you are married, and let your wife also appreciate where you have been married. You have to let go also irritations. Other times you have to confront your sisters, your brothers, and even your mother and your father for the sake of your wife. Then both of you have to have patience. As a husband, you have to be firm, and also don't let your wife feel a stranger. Your family should have identity. It should not have the identity of your wife, identity of your family or your wife's family. Please have an identity, and let your children have an identity. It is important for your family to get a message that your spouse is number one in your life, and you are going to be loyal to him or her. And then another thing, be lovely to your wife, be lovely to both families. And then the most practical thing, if it's important, when you marry, try, if it is possible, create a neutral place to live. In sociology, there are 3 places which you can design to live. There are some families, when a man marries, he can decide to go and settle in the wife's place, and that is called matrilocal. And then you can also decide to go and build at your father's place, and that is called patrilocal. And then finally, I'm recommending that it is important to design to have a neutral place, buy a shamba somewhere, and you don't settle both in your father's place or in your wife's place, and then you settle in an independent place which is called neolocal, and that one is going to minimize problems. You're going to be visiting both families as visitors. Thank you very much. I hope this is going to help you to handle your in-laws, which is becoming a real thorn in many families. Thank you very much. I hope. Don't forget to subscribe so that you get a video of this kind, which is going to be very, very educative to make your family strong, and your children strong, and your wife strong, and your husband strong, and then you become the envy of the society. Thank you.